Hello and welcome to a brand new Let's Play over on European Countryside. On this series we are going to be using some old machinery. I can't really give you a year kind of thing of like, I'm not talking like vintage machinery, but we're going to use some like older style machinery. It's something we've been talking about for a few weeks over on Somerset and Attingham, and we are starting right now. We do have a farm. And we have £100,000 in the bank, and we have this little car. It's kind of in keeping with the machinery and the area that I'm kind of looking for. Like I say, it's a Land Rover series, and I kind of just thought I would get that out there like that, and we're kind of just having a little look around here in this shop. So that is the workshop. Okay, I'm not actually looking for the shop. If there is there not a trigger for the shop? I've done so much work to this map, getting it ready for this series, that I didn't even realise there might not even be a shop. Right, so basically, what it is, we've got a little farm. So I'm just gonna travel up there and show you what we've got. I've done a little bit of work. Like I say, it's got all fancy buildings and all that. Obviously, I've removed all them, and I think that's the newest looking building we've got is the dog house. So we live in this little wooden shacky thing, and we've got a little garage. We've got like what I'd call like military style, bunkers, storage places. We've got 3 of these. We've got one of these. We've got there was a vintage fuel tank mod. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't really like it. I thought it was a little bit too old for the series. That kind of works with what I'm looking for. A little old toolbox that we normally use, and then we've got this thing. So as you can see, it's kind of what we've got at the moment. We've got a few fields, starting fields. So we've got oats. Oh, that needs lime. Okay, so that needs lime. We've got oat again, that needs lime. Okay, and we've got oat, doesn't need lime but does need fertilizer. Okay, that's a weird one. And then we've got a grass field, which is no problems at all. Right, I'll change the time in a minute. I just kind of wanted to show you. Obviously it's not exactly 8 o'clock. If you notice, we are also in March. We are using the starting spring mod. We start with all this stuff, guys. I didn't buy this map starts with all this equipment. I will use it just because at the end of the day it starts with it, but we need to buy some machinery, and we need to buy quite a bit of machinery. We've got £100,000, which is like your starting price, so we need to get invested in this. I think what we've got here, so I've been trying to find as many older style mods as possible. 1.6 works at 9 miles an hour. 1.8 works at 4 miles an hour. So as much as this is thinner, without cover, I'm gonna try and leave things as standard as possible, color wise. So that was 29 brake horsepower. We're gonna need a spreader. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to try and keep mods as oldish, or as at least oldish looking or homemade as possible. Like, I wouldn't go out and buy this. Do you know what I mean? Not really a fan of that. It's 36 meters for that tiny little thing. This lizard mod, it does hold a little, it holds less, does hold less. So we'll go for this one. It looks more homemade. Like I say, I'm not going to be sure if it's fully in keeping with what I'm looking for. That looks more what I'm looking for, but the problem is I need something for lime as well. Can we go for maybe an older skull, blue and green? That looks a little bit older. What have we got down there? Don't really know what that changes. So tell you what we'll do. That's what that does. Tell you what we could do then. We could go for maybe go for something like that. £4,500, so we'll buy that as well. We do need a tractor as well, guys. That's something we need to get. I don't want anything like massive to begin with. We do need to think of budget when it comes to this. I am genuinely thinking of going for this little thing. Now, we do use this on Attingham, but we use it as a shop truck. Yeah, we aren't going to spend much money on this. It can have a 3-point on it as standard. And we can put a... Oh, I like that. I don't want that on there though. Main colour, let's just see if there's... I'm not gonna lie, I really do like the orange. Problem I've got is it's kind of not really in key. It's a bit too shiny, isn't it? Like, I suppose that's the one thing with the red. Well, we'll leave it red. 17,000. So we've got a tractor, we've got a spreader. I feel like we need to have a little trailer as well. Like I say, we're only looking for smaller equipment. That's more like a car trailer, isn't it? Car trailer's not a bad one. 5,000 capacity. What tyres can we have on this? Oh, they're better. We may have to edit this. Yeah, I'm really liking that. That's £3,000. Right, chainsaw. What guys? I have got a couple of trees I need to chop down, guys. I've got no vintage chainsaws or old style chainsaws, so I kind of just went for the McCulloch one in black, just to try and make it not as... Oh, that trailer's a bit too big. Oh, that trailer's too big. That is way too big. That is way too big. Right, anyway, I need to get started with what we're doing. We're not finished spending yet. I need to get a couple of little jobs done over in this episode. Now, I will move all the equipment over to the farm, but I feel like we do need to at least drive there once. And I've got no idea how to get this. Oh, we are down here, so we have to go left here, and then right, then left. Okay. So, left here, right here, and then left to the bottom of it. Like I say, I've never been... I've wanted to use this map for so long, and I've never really found a series to do on this, and I just feel like this is a really good one we can do. Older school machinery, old school, that's basically what we're going for. Old school. Yeah, this little fertilizer seems to be really good actually. Yeah, obviously there's going to be certain things we can't really use, like older school. We will try our absolute most. So we need to go right here to get as in keeping as possible. Like production buildings, for example, on this map are going to look way too new compared to what we're trying to pull off here. I don't know how long this series will last. I just kind of want to use some older school machinery all in one series. And I thought, well, maybe this is the best way to do it. And I've driven past where I needed to be. But I was too busy talking. I missed my turn. But yeah, we've got a couple of little jobs to do, so we can get them done now. I've got a couple of trees I just want to cut down because they're in the way. We'll cut them up, we'll put them in the trailer. That trailer I bought is a little bit too big. I don't really want to sell it because I've now bought it, but it's a little bit too big for what I was looking for. Yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of start this series now is in a few days the new Platinum update comes out, and I know fine well that that comes with some other older machinery like old Volvo tractor and all this and something, and I thought they would be a good add-on to the series. I've not really got any interest in the new update whatsoever anymore. It is literally all based on trees, which I don't think should be in farming to begin with. Don't mind being able to cut the odd tree and things like that, but I personally think that it's not farming related. Yeah, I don't really want to be using super strength either, but obviously until we can get something to lift with, I am going to be a little bit stuck otherwise. And the reason why I wanted to move that bag is I didn't want to fill up with fertilizer when I needed lime. So this needs a line. Like I said, these fields are not very big. Yeah, that fertilizer spreader is a little bit wider than I would have liked, but again, like I said, I'm trying to use as much machinery as I can that kind of fits in. Yeah, and that uses a lot of lime, guys. It uses a lot of lime. That didn't even do one field because of my bad overspray. Wow. That is very, very unfriendly on lime. Jeez. Alright, well this will make this first bag disappear. Apparently 1,000 litres is only 99%, but it only holds 1,000 litres. Oh, very strange. I'll try and get that little bit afterwards. I think I need to get that next field limed. We'll have a little gander. Yeah, we do need to get that field limed. So we'll park that there like that. We'll get that going up there. Lovely. Can we change the control on this? Yes, we can. That did not help whatsoever, Reaper. Change working with Control Z. Hopefully this should use a lot less. This is what we need to do with this one, to be able to not waste as much. We've got 21%. Beautiful. Oh, there's Farm Dog. Right. We don't have much left, but we can Control Z that, and we can... I don't really want to miss anything, do you know what I mean? I would like to try and avoid missing bits if I can. I was going to say it doesn't really matter, and I suppose in theory it really doesn't matter if we miss little bits, but it would be nice not to. I'm not taking 40 litres back to the farm. We need to put some fertiliser in this now. Lovely. So we're getting off to a great start. So we need field 4 needs a little bit of fertiliser. That is fantastic. We need a weight. I need a weight for this tractor. Again, we've got some really old school looking tractors. We're not going to get overly much done in this episode. It is going to be more a case of just kind of starting the series today. I hope everyone's enjoying the series. Never really done an old style machinery before, and I know there are other people out there who do things and we call them vintages, and I'm not trying to do anything like that. I'm just trying to use some equipment that I literally would never use for farming. You know, we've got some really small fields, so we can use some 3-meter equipment. Some really that's the plan. It's just to basically use equipment we would not normally be using. And I feel like this map is a really good size map to do it on. There are some bigger fields. We're not really interested in the big fields. Like the harvester is like a couple of meters wide. The last thing we want to be doing is doing like a 1,000,000 hectare bloody field. There we go. Lovely. And everything is now done over on the farm. That is really, really nice. I'm really liking that. Got a bit of fertilizer to go do some contracts. We are not allowed to use the bank. We cannot take a loan, guys. We can do contracts, but we have to have the machines to do them ourselves, or we are not allowed to do them. That's basically how that's going to work, right? One thing I want to do as well, because like I say, we're going to be a little bit like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. We are going to bring in some generators. Now we're not going to bring in loads. Ooh, I like that. If we've got somewhere we can maybe put something like this, you know what I mean? I'm not going to bring in like a solar panel, not in keeping. These are wind generators made out of barrels. Absolutely love these. Absolutely love them. But yeah. So what I'm thinking is, right, we could maybe bring in something like that. I'm not bringing it in like right now. I'm just kind of giving you an idea. Just got to be able to put them somewhere suitable. There are different ones. This is why I want to just clear a couple of the trees down, you see. And then I thought, now this production's a little bit not in keeping with like realism, what it does. But I really like this mod. Now it does technically do a lot more than what it should do, but it's windmill powered, which makes me think, well, it's windmill powered, it's older, it looks more older. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of thinking of going along something like that. And then when it comes to greenhouses, guys, we've got like polytunnel greenhouses, older looking greenhouses. No, I'm just thinking something along them lines. I'm a little bit disappointed with this trailer I bought. I think it's a little bit too much, to be honest. What have we got in the sale? Nothing we can use. Too big. So that's what we bought. So we should have bought this. Yeah. All this. What's the capacity? 1600. Okay. Well, we've already bought that one now, so we're going to be a little bit stuck with that one. We need something for water. That's got to be a... We normally use that mod. It's like a homemade trailer. I think we'll go for something slightly smaller. I think we'll go for maybe this one. I know we've used this one before in the past. We can go for like a red 2 oxidized look. I think that looks pretty cool. This means we can get a greenhouse in. That's maybe not a bad thing. Actually, I tell you what, that's what we'll do. Don't need wide tyres. Oxidized red look. Rim colour can stay orange. £2,000. We're going to need a baler as well. Now, I did do a little bit of research. I'm not going to lie, I did do a little bit of research. And basically, these balers are in keeping with what I'm trying to do on this series. The problem is, I need to use a round baler. So I think we're going to end up having to use something like these. I'm going to maybe have to go for something like this. This might be a little bit out of the era I'm trying to look for, but I'm thinking this time it's more horsepower requirements. Because I want to make some silage. And now before anyone says, oh my god, Reaper, what are you going to do for a wrapper? Got it covered, guys. We can wrap with this thing. This thing looks old. So, and it's £4,000. This looks, yeah. The only downside is we have to use 125cm bales, so we have to use proper small bales. Which, again, it's not the end of the world. Oh, actually, these ones only make 125. Perfect. Yeah, these are a little bit too new, and I would have liked to have used this one. I'm not going to lie. I would have preferred to have used this one, but the horsepower requirements. So I think we're going to go down the route of this one. It's a little bit expensive at the moment for what I've got. Although saying that, I really could do with it. So yeah, I think the last thing we'll get done in this episode, I'll go and find... I think we'll put a water well on the farm. I feel like the farm would have water. Right, okay, that does not pull that. We'll put the truck in 4-wheel drive mode because it is a 4-wheel drive. Let's just move that out of the way. Right. I think this is going to be the same. Yeah, I might buy a second trailer already. That is absolutely stupid. I didn't realise that trailer was so big. I don't think this is going to connect to this, but I will try. I just want to move it out of the way. Yeah, that's not going to fit. Come on. We'll say it's got rollers under it, it's fine. Right, we need a weight for our tractor. We've got 600 kilograms and 900. Oh, I think we'll go straight for the 900. We need a new colour. I think we go for maybe olive green. Yeah, that looks cool. Costs us nothing to paint. Decals. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, we don't need any decals. £340. Yeah, a little bit gutted actually. I'm gonna have to bring the tractor all the way back down. Let me just move my my car out of the way. There we go. So yeah, so we've got a little tractor now. I really wanted to get that wall there. I was going to put a greenhouse in, you see. Got a couple of greenhouses today, would have just kind of finished it off ready for the next episode. Yeah, we'll work our way around the map, as in, like, we'll get used to driving around. I've literally played the map for all of whatever you've seen today, because I did set the farm up, but obviously it was... Oh, hang on a minute. I've had an idea. Oh, nothing needs rolling. Fantastic. Yeah, what else was going to... Information wise, yeah, economy wise, we're just playing on easy, guys. We can always maybe change it, switch it up to more difficult later on. I don't really know how well this series is going to be received, so I kind of... Let me know in the comments below, do you want to see me play it on easy and we just keep getting bigger and better, or do you want to see it where I'm financially struggling a little bit more? Granted, some of the machinery is not overly expensive, so maybe we could change difficulty. I could always maybe put it on hard. We haven't sold anything in this series yet, so it doesn't really matter right now. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, do you want to see this on difficulty, a harder difficulty? Do you want to see it left on easy and we just plow along? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I love this little tractor. I do genuinely really like this little tractor. Yeah, there's a couple of little bits I'd like to buy. A couple of bits we do need to get. Like I said, like, I wouldn't mind getting a baler. These greenhouses, by the way guys, they're not going to be, we're not getting loads of them. We're just going to get like one of the bigger ones. It's just to help just like tide a little bit of income. This is the first time I've ever used the start from spring mod. Oh. Okay. Right. I didn't realise that was going to be a problem. That might be a problem on our farm as well. If it is, then we'll sell this weight. We might have to buy a more modern weight if that's going to continue to be a problem. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, hopefully you guys kind of like the idea that we're going to do with this series. No series has been replaced. It's just I'm thinking of just doing this on like, well, I record it. Ooh, I've gone wrong. I'm just thinking of recording this on Saturdays and Sundays. So like you guys will get it Sundays and Mondays. It's just for the after the Attingham series. So I'll do Somerset during the week, Attingham on a Thursday and a Friday. So you guys get that on a Friday. When I say a day, you always get the video the next day. This gives YouTube plenty of time to upload it and things like that. Like I say, yeah, hopefully, I'm thinking like I'm recording this on a Saturday, I'll record it on a Sunday, so you guys will get it on a Sunday and a Monday. Hopefully you guys like what we're going to do in the series. If you look at the fields, they're really small, so we can use like 3-meter equipment. We can join a couple of fields together. That's not a problem. I have got a couple of trees I'd like to take down, but we can use the Landy for that. I know it's not called a Land Rover, but let's be honest, guys, that looks like a Series 1/Series 2 Land Rover. I nearly said Land Rover Defender then, but that's what replaced the Series 1, 2, and 3, then changed into the Defender. We've got a grass field. I'm thinking of buying this grass field here. Honestly, we need to buy a roller, we need to buy a windrower, we're going to need to buy a Ted. Right, so we want a greenhouse. That's the biggest one. To be honest with you, I'm going to sell that. I don't like that. It was an idea at the time, and I want to put that in. That is not what I had in mind for that. Oh, for God's sake! But yeah, I didn't plan on that. Well, that did not go to plan. I believe I used gravel. Yeah. Well, I've already ruined it, so I might as well just quickly do that. Yeah, there's a little bit more there. We'll do that at a later date. That's fine. Get that there like that. So yeah, we've got that. Oh, I need to bring in a water well. I feel like we could have... Let's have a look. What we got? I feel like that's a good place to put that, to be honest. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I am gonna try and do better to keep the times down on this series as well, to like 25-30 minutes. This is kind of opening episode. I kind of wanted to explain what we were doing. I couldn't just come in and start farming and everyone be like, whoa, what's going on here, Reaper? This doesn't look right. I kind of just wanted to explain what we were doing, hence why we haven't really done over much. We brought some equipment over. I do need to move the rest of the equipment over. Oh, that's a very big... Oh. We'll trust you to open the other way. Right, well, what we got? So we've got lettuce, tomatoes and strawberries. We'll just... We don't make as much money on the strawberries, but the strawberries are I'm sure the strawberries are liftable without super strength. So we will use strawberries. There we go. Again, guys, we're not trying to make loads of money from this. It's just a little side hustle, basically. Wow, I did not realise how much water that was going to take. I am going to just put an extra water in. I'll probably fill this up with water off recording, just because no one's going to want to watch me do this a million times. I thought it was only going to hold 10,000 litres of water. This looks like it's going to hold more like 100,000 litres of water. Yeah, very strange. I don't think that's going to get much sun there, that greenhouse, but it'll do. It'll do. I was always told by a guy who lived next door to me, an old man, before he passed away. He used to own you know, like a garden centre company, and he always told me, I don't know how true it was, but like I say, he had enough money to, you know, live very comfortably, shall we say. And he always told me, he says, it's not always about the sun coming in your greenhouse. He says it's about the heat. Not really sure if that's 100% true. He says you do need sun. He said, but heat was more important than the sun. He said, so as long as you weren't fully shaded and you could get a good quantity of heat in your greenhouse, he says your crops would still grow. I said the word crop because I didn't, you know, plants, you know, you can grow all sorts in greenhouses. And he did, he had a massive greenhouse in his back garden. He used to just do it as a little side hustle. He used to do beetroot and all sorts in his greenhouse, and it was under 2 trees. It only had sun maybe 3 hours a day. It was always lovely stuff as well. Right. So as you can see, look at that. We've got 10,000 litres of water in here nearly. And it's hardly touched it. Wow. Yeah. Definitely going to finish doing that off screen. Definitely. I did not mean to do that. Right, so we need to look at... So we've got a mower. We need a tedder. We have a tedder. That's a tedder. I know that's a windrow. That's the windrow we normally use. 6.5 meters. Okay. Because I was looking at this one. I was looking at this tedder. We have this one as well. I tell you what, I'm not even gonna mess around. So we'll have yellow for tedding. £1,300. Wow, that just seems like such a fantastic deal. See, we haven't got a forage wagon. But like I said, we've got some ideas. I need a roller. I tell you what, actually, before we end, I do need to. We've got 81 brake horsepower. Okay, we've got 81 brake horsepower. Now there are other tractors we can get, but we're talking money wise at the moment, and we need to buy this. Wow, that's got more power than my tractor. We'll go with the beefier tires. We'll go with design standard. Front loader attachment, skid steer. Oh, so front loader will do, because we can put a. So that's £25,000. That's something we don't want to be looking at just yet. Go back in the shop. Nothing in the shop. Have we got any contracts to do? Baling. Oh, we don't have the mod. I need to get this on the farm, guys. I need to get this truck on the farm. We've got a couple of trees to chop up. I need some kind of flatbed trailer. This is going to be a lot easier for running around. I want to get this out of the way. Yeah, I'll move all this off recording. Just as I end, I know I've said that now a couple of times, we need a bit of a flatbed trailer. I think I did find a low loader mod. I did. £6,500. Low loader mod, so we can load stuff up, and it's a bit too new. I just feel like this looks more homemade. That's a bit bigger, is that one, but that's quite nice. The only other one we've got is this one, and I feel like a galvanized trailer is a little bit too new for what we're trying to do. Trailer, low loader. So we could use that one. This is what I'm thinking of. It's definitely homemade. Main colour. So we'll leave that in that red. Design colour. No. No. Right. So we'll leave that in like a wood colour. We'll have the black. We'll have the frame painted black, because that's kind of how I used to have the trailer when I did my one. Now, it has narrow tyres. Cool. 4,100. Universal auto load does work with this trailer. Right, well, we don't really want to use auto load with this. Right, and then one last thing I'm looking for now, guys, is forestry equipment. We use front loader tools. What have we got front loader tools for forestry? Right, I want that. Front loader wheel. Alright, yeah, so we do need to get the cargo bob. Like I said, I want to try and do the trees a little bit more realistically than I would normally do them. So yeah, we need the cargo, like the cargo bob or front steer, skid steer, that's the one. We need to get that, right. Reaper 01. Yeah, I was giving number plates to my equipment. That's kind of gone out the window. So let me just get this on the farm, and I'm just going to call it. I'm going to fill that water up though off recording though, guys, because It's gonna take... Done it again. Whoa! I'm sorry, Mr. Man. I don't mean to drive through you. Let me just get that in there. It's a bit bouncy, this trailer. Then again, I am giving it a little bit of welly with this car. This car's quite nice to drive though, actually. Some of the modded vehicles I find very like woolly steering. Just don't seem to steer very well. We need a seeder. We need a roller. I kind of want to buy field 7, but I kind of want to buy field 8 and 9 first. I've got a sheep pen I want to bring in. I've got chickens as well. I've got a little chicken pen, chicken coop we can bring in. Right, so this is now ready for the trees. I said I've only got a couple of trees to chop down. I might do a couple extra trees. Just get that part over here. I do want to try and keep my yard a bit tidier as we go along as well. That went completely wrong. I was not paying attention. It's a little bit too big for parking in here, but it'll do for now. Right, where's these trees I was talking about? I want to take this tree down because it's in the way of my building. And I want to take down this tree and this tree. Because it's, well, as you can see, it's growing through into my building. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at today. In the next episode, like I say, we'll look at getting some grass jobs done. Field 4 is ready to harvest. 73,000, 33,000 is not bad. 80, oh, field 6 is grass and it's only £18,000. Maybe we will buy field 6 next then, because we can do the grass and make the silage. Yeah, I haven't got a bunker to do it. I'm not gonna lie, I've got no interest in silage bunkers in this one, because we're doing that over on Attingham. So we'll just wrap them with that old school machinery. I kind of don't want to end. There's a look at that old school sheep pen. Now we're not obviously going to put this down here. I'm just kind of showing you what we've got. Oh, we've got this little one here. That holds 18. That holds 30. We've got an old school pig one. Got an old school cow one. Might even bring this old school cow one on Somerset, because that's kind of what I've been looking for. Chickens. There we go, look. Tiny little chicken. £2,000 couple. Always maybe put, you know what I mean? Put something like that. I don't know. These are ideas, you see, guys. And we can bring in bees as well, guys. There we go, look, bees. Tiny little 500 beehives. So these are a little bit too new and fancy design. We'll go for these older looking ones. So yeah, you can kind of see what we've got, where we're gonna go. I do just want to put in a couple of lights. I have been meaning to do this for a little while now. Just so we can actually see what we're doing. I don't know where to bring these. Oh, I like that. That looks pretty cool, just sitting in that gap there like that. It's just so it's not 100% dark on the farm. The farm originally did have lighting. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, there we go. That is kind of where we're going to be at today. Thank you so much for watching the episode, guys. Like I say, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. It's just a different take on the game. I'll try not to buy any new equipment off recording. But yeah, I kind of want to just get that skid steer bought, you know what I mean? Things like that. But I suppose at the end of the... Yeah, no, I need the skid steer so I can do the tree work. But yeah, I've got 3 or 4 trees I'd like to take down. Might even take a couple of extra trees down up here. Maybe put the bees in round... That's a double tree. Yeah, I might be able to bring the bees in around here. Yeah, that's actually pick upable without super strength. Yeah, there's some bits of wood we can shift and sell. Get some bees. Maybe put the bees in here. Maybe put the chickens in here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And until the next episode, I will see you all later on. Thank you so much for watching.